Oasis Audio presents the complete Edgar Rice Burroughs collection, fully authorized by Edgar Rice Burroughs, Incorporated.
A Soldier of Poloda by Lee Strong. Read for you by Charles Constant. Forward. In April 1940, author Edgar Rice Burroughs, his wife Florence Gilbert, and her two small children moved to Hawaii to start life anew. The war in Europe had all but eliminated the lucrative foreign royalty payments on his novels and Tarzan films, and Burroughs hoped to improve his finances on the islands, where his cost of living was 1/3 of that on the mainland. Inspired as much by creativity as by his desire to remain financially secure, Burroughs entered a robust writing period, turning out nearly 300,000 words of prose in 8 months, including 4 20,000-word novelettes for each of his major fantasy series, Mars, Venus, and Pellucidar. Ray Palmer, editor of Ziff Davis Publications, proved an eager client, publishing the stories in the pulp magazines Amazing Stories and Fantastic Adventures. The novellas were later combined into the novels Lana of Gathol, Escape on Venus, and Savage Pellucidar. Burroughs began his creative renaissance pecking away at an Underwood typewriter perched on a packing crate in his garage before relocating to a rented Honolulu office. Having revitalized his existing fantasy universe, he then created one more, the planet Poloda of the Kanapa solar system, where 11 planets orbit the sun Omos, and all are surrounded by a donut-shaped atmosphere band. Always a stickler for detail, Burroughs mapped the planet and created an alphabet for its inhabitants to lend further verisimilitude to his story. Stymied by questions regarding the tides and visibility of the neighboring planets, he wrote to John S. Donago, professor of mathematics and astronomy at the University of Hawaii. Though Donago's analysis approved some of Burroughs' theoretical concepts, the notion of a donut-shaped ring of atmosphere was a casualty, about which the author joked, "There are 2 schools of thought on Poloda. One adheres to the Donagoan theory, while the other, hopefully anticipating interplanetary navigation, clings stubbornly to the Burroughsian theory." Palmer, awash in a backlog of Burroughs stories, declined this newest offering. The fantasy, now titled Beyond the Farthest Star, was purchased by editor Donald Kennicott for $400 and appeared in the January 1942 pulp magazine Blue Book. Beyond the Farthest Star details the adventures of an unidentified pilot shot down behind German lines in 1939 who is suddenly transported 450,000 light-years from Earth to Poloda, a mysterious planet in the globular cluster NGC 7006. The Polodans are locked in a century-long battle between the Free Society of Unis and the fascist Kapars, who seek global domination. The patriotic Burroughs parallel between America's democracy versus the tyranny of both Hitler's Third Reich and the Soviet Union under Stalin is clearly evident. Now named Tangor, from nothing due to his inexplicable appearance on the planet, the pilot goes to war for his adopted state, putting his air combat skills to good use. 6 weeks after completing Beyond the Farthest Star, Burroughs wrote Tangor Returns, a sequel in which Tangor goes behind the lines of the police state of Kapar to steal a revolutionary power amplifier. Tangor Returns remained unpublished until 1964, when both stories appeared in the Canaveral Press hardback anthology Tales of 3 Planets. Now author Lee Strong revisits this faraway world with A Soldier of Poloda. In this newest adventure, OSS officer Thomas Randolph is teleported through space and behind enemy lines into the realm of the Kapars, where he seeks to end their evil menace forever. Scott Tracy Griffin, Tarzana, California. Prologue.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?